Good morning, students. How all are you? Hope all are you doing well. We will be studying chapter number 9, Brave Nandu. Okay, so what do you mean by brave? We all have heard this word several times, brave. Brave means Bahadur. Bravely we have to face all the challenges, all the hurdles that came across in our lives, and bravely we have to face all the situations in our lives, the ups and downs that happens in each and everyone's life. So we will be handling all these challenges in our life very bravely. Okay, now let's begin with the chapter. See, this is a story about the bravery of a boy whose name was Nandu. We will be studying a story about the bravery of a boy named Nandu. नंदू की ब्रेवरी, उसकी बहादुरी के बारे में we all will be studying. Okay, Nandu is a poor boy. Poor means बहुत ही ज्यादा गरीब लड़का था. He was very poor. Who lives near the bank of a river. Again we are using the word, we are seeing bank of the river. River के, you can see this is a river flowing. Okay, this is the river flowing, and bank of the river means kinara of the river. One day he saves the life of the two drowning children. What do you mean by drowning? Drowning means डूबना. एक दिन नंदू ने दो बच्चों की जान बचाई जो लोग क्या हो रहे थे, पानी में डूब रहे थे, ड्रोन हो रहे थे. For his courageous task, courageous means बहुत ही बहादुरी के टास्क के लिए he was rewarded by the government. We all are seeing that there is a word written over here, rewarded. Why it's not written prize? What is the difference between this rewarded and prize? Whenever we are getting any reward, any prize from the government institution, or you can say from the public institution, we are using the word reward, right? But if we are getting a award in a ceremony or in our schools and colleges, we are given the prizes. There is a prize distribution in the school, not there is a reward distribution in the school. We never say that there is a reward distribution in the school. There is a prize distribution in a school, but whenever there are rewards, they are given on a very big scale, or you can say by the government. We use the word reward. So make sure where to use reward and where to use the prize. So we shall also learn about the bravery of Nandu. Here the word is written shall. We can use will also. Similar use. Shall and will, they are used similarly. Okay, there is no much difference between will and shall. So let's begin. Now Nandu lived with his family. Nandu किसके साथ रहता है? With his family. In a small mud house on the bank of a river. Bank of the river, Nandu lives with his family and in a small mud house. There is a question can be asked, where does Nandu lives? Nandu lives in a small mud house with his family on the bank of a river. Nandu dreamed of going to school. What is Nandu doing? Nandu is dreaming to go to school. Nandu school जाने के क्या देखता था? सपने देखता है. But he could not because his family had no money for the school fee. We have already studied above that Nandu belongs to a poor family, and Nandu, he wants to go to school, but he could not go to school because he has no money with him. उसके पास क्या है? There is no money with him. However, he had faith in hard work and God. Although he has no money he has no money to go to school because his parents cannot afford him to go to school, but he still believes on God. He has a faith in God on his hard work as well as God. And he was always smiling and helpful. And he जो है, नंदू जो है, he was always smiling and helpful. वो हमेशा smile करता था. He never get tense that why I cannot go to school, why my parents cannot afford to make me go to school. But he always had a smiling face. He always keeps the smile on his face, and he was very helpful. So they can say that what are the qualities of Nandu? That he always has a smiling face and he is always helpful. He always helped his parents with work in his house, like the way we used to help our parents in the house doing the small chores with our mothers, like keeping the things from one place to another, chopping the vegetables sometimes giving waters to our elders. So these are the small chores in which in our day-to-day life we used to help with our parents. Okay, and in the evening he went to watch the sunset over the river. एक दिन क्या हुआ, नंदू जो है he went, where does he went? He went to the sunset. Why it's written went over here? Because एक शाम में वो गया, right? He went to watch the sunset on the over the river. Why it's written over the river? What is the difference between on and over, and what is this over? So what is on and over? Over means किसी चीज को, like this is a ball. Okay, this is a ball, we can see this is a ball. Okay, and this is a table. This is a table. ठीक है. Now if this ball is kept over here, this is on, the ball is on the table. See, the ball is on the table, but when जैसे बॉल एकदम ऐसे आए, उछल कर इस टेबल के ऊपर आए, if this is a table, okay, and the ball is like एकदम उछल के यहाँ पे आई, तो वो जो उछलना रहता है इस बॉल का यहाँ से यहाँ आना, इसे हम क्या कहते हैं? ओवर. दोनों ही ऊपर होती हैं, लेकिन एक चीज का उछल के इस टेबल के ऊपर आना, दैट इज ओवर. एंड ऑन का मतलब इस टेबल के ऊपर कॉन्स्टेंटली वो रखी हुई. ठीक. So he always helped his parents in the chores, in the daily chores. Daily chores means the daily activities in which this Nandu helped his parents in the house. One day in the evening he went to watch the sunset over the river, and he loved to see the twinkling stars and changing shape of the moon. Nandu, he used to see that stars, twinkling stars, as well as the changing shape of the moon. और moon की changing shapes देखना नंदू को बहुत ही ज्यादा पसंद था. Stars, they never shine, they always twinkle. Just keep in mind, there is a word written over here, twinkling. Why it's written twinkling? Because stars never shine, they always twinkle. हमेशा टिमटिमाते हैं stars. Okay. One day Nandu was trying to finish the work very quickly. बहुत ही जल्दी जल्दी one day Nandu was trying कि वो जल्दी जल्दी क्या करे, work को finish कर ले, quickly finish कर ले before the sunset, so that again he can see the sunset. And from time to time he would laugh at the funny actions of the two young children which is playing nearby. एक दिन क्या हुआ, Nandu was trying to finish his work. फिनिश मीन्स खत्म करना किसी चीज को बहुत ही ज्यादा जल्दी जल्दी, फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम, सो दैट ही वुड लाफ एट द फनी एक्शंस ऑफ द यंग चिल्ड्रन व्हिच इज प्लेइंग नियर बाय. जो उसके सामने बच्चे जो हैं, कुछ छोटे छोटे बच्चे कुछ एक्टिविटीज कर रहे थे, दैट इज प्लेइंग नियर बाय, फनी एक्शंस कर रहे थे, ताकि वो उनके फनी एक्शंस को क्या कर पाए, देख पाए. Sometimes they chase each other, shouting and screaming. What do you mean by the word screaming? Screaming means तेज बोलना, बहुत ही जोर से आवाज में बोलना, and chase मतलब एक दूसरे का पीछा करना. ठीक है. So sometimes they chase each other, shouting and screaming. The way we used to play with our friends, एक दूसरे के पीछे भागना, चिल्लाना. So all these funny actions they are doing, these two small kids they are doing, and Nandu was watching all these two children. And sometimes they ran around a wooden vegetable cart with the vehicles. We can see clearly depicting in the picture that these two boys, they are screaming, right? बोल रहे हैं ये, और क्या कर रहे हैं? They are shouting each other and screaming, and they are moving each another. They are running around this wooden vegetable cart with the vehicle wheels. We can see the wheels are present in the cart. Okay. Now when they get tired of chasing each other, they climbed into the cart and started jumping and dancing on it. Now what happens when they got tired? See, there is a word written tired. Tired means थक गए हैं, but sometimes, or you can say very many times we are confused with the word this tried. What do you mean by tried? Tried means कोशिश करना, try करना किसी चीज को. It is written tired. Children usually get confused with both these words. Now when they got tired of chasing each other, they climbed into the car and started jumping and dancing on it. जब वो लोग दोनों के दोनों बच्चे बहुत ही ज्यादा क्या हो गए, थक गए, एक दूसरे का पीछा करते करते, चिल्लाते चिल्लाते, तो व्हाट हैपेंड, दे क्लाइम्ड इनटू द कार्ट, कार्ट के ऊपर ही क्लाइम कर लिया, एंड दे स्टार्टेड जंपिंग एंड डांसिंग ऑन इट, और दे स्टार्टेड जंपिंग, इधर उधर कूदने लग गए और डांस करने लग गए. The cart was standing on a sandy slope, and what was there, this cart, ये cart है और ये एक sandy slope के ऊपर खड़ी हुई थी. Sandy slope means suppose this is a slope, ठीक है, मिट्टी का slope, and this cart was standing on the sandy slope. Now the jumping and dancing of the children on the cart rocked it dangerously. What happened? Dangerously means खतरा आ गया. What happens, जो जंपिंग और डांसिंग हो रही है बच्चों की, सडनली एकदम से रॉक्ड इट डेंजरसली. रॉक्ड इट डेंजरसली का मतलब कि वो क्या करने लगी, अपनी जगह से, डांसिंग ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन ऑन द कार, दे रॉक्ड इट डेंजरसली. रॉक मीन्स वो ऐसा गिरने लग गया. रॉक मीन्स एकदम वहां पे क्या हुआ, बीच में उनके कोई एकदम ऐसे पत्थर आया और वो अपनी जगह से हिलने लग गया. सडनली द व्हील्स ऑफ द कार्ट स्लिप, और जब ऐसे बीच में रॉक आने लगा, पत्थर आने लगा और वो अपनी पोजीशन से हिलने लगी, तो व्हील्स जो है कार्ट की, दे स्लिप, और वो क्या हो गई, उससे स्लिप हो गई. जैसे वी हैव नेचुरली सीन सपोज दिस इज अ स्लोप ऑफ रॉक, राइट, एंड दिस इज अ कार्ट ओवर हियर. तो इसके जो ये हैं, आप देख सकते हैं ये व्हील्स, ये गलती से यहाँ पे रॉक हो गए. रॉक मीन्स अपनी पोजीशन से हिल गए और वो क्या होने लगे, गिरने लग गए, और ये जो व्हील्स है कार्ट के, ये क्या हो गए, स्लिप हो गए. दीज बोथ द व्हील्स ऑफ द कार्ट दे स्लिप. द कार्ट विद द टू चिल्ड्रन दे स्टार्टेड रोलिंग डाउन, और ये जो कार्ट है दो बच्चों के साथ साथ रोल करते करते क्या हो गया, नीचे जाने लग गया. एंड द स्लोप टूवर्ड्स द रिवर, और कहाँ पे, नियर द स्लोप टूवर्ड्स द रिवर. द कार्ट फेल इनटू द वाटर विद द लाउड थर्ड. थर्ड इज अ साउंड, जैसे कि पानी में एकदम जाके कोई चीज गिर जाती है, थक करके आवाज आती है, ऐसे करके क्या हो गया, ये गिर गया पानी में. दे फेल इनटू द water, and the children, they started screaming with fear, and both these children, they are screaming हमको बचाओ बचाओ बचाओ, and they did not know how to swim. And both these children, ये छोटे छोटे बच्चे जिनको कौन देख रहा था, नंदू, these both children, they do not know how to swim. इन दोनों को तैरना नहीं आता था. Now Nandu heard their scream. Again we can see नंदू उन दोनों बच्चों की आवाजों को सुन रहा था. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज रिटन देयर. हर्ड मीन्स सुना, हियर का हर्ड, एंड रेज्ड टू द स्पॉट. रेज मीन्स तुरंत से उस, ही emergently he emergently go into the spot, and many grown up people quickly gathered on the bank of the river. And we can see there are many grown up means many elder people, they were standing near the river, but no one comes willingly to save these children. You see, but no one tried. Now we can see the word tried. Over in the above it's written tired, over here it's tried. But किसी ने भी, no one tried to save the drowning children. उन बच्चों को, डूबते हुए बच्चों को क्या किया, नहीं सेव कर रहे थे. मतलब they were not willing, they were not trying कि अगर if these two students, they were drowning in the river, but no one willingly come forward to save their lives. But Nandu knew how to swim. Nandu, he very well knew how to swim. So it was Nandu who jumped into the river. Why it is written into? Because वो पानी के अंदर चला गया. He jumped into the river. उसके अंदर गया. Again we have seen so many prepositions, on, under, over, into. These all are prepositions and they play a vital role in explaining these chapters. Without preposition we cannot study any part of speech. Just keep in mind over this. Okay, and brought both the children back safely to the bank. Why it's written both? Because we were talking about the two small children that were playing with the cart, chasing each other, shouting at that time, but suddenly they fell into the river. But There were many grown-up people who were standing who were standing in front of the river, but no one come forward, willingly forward to help to save these both children. But Nandu, he was the only one who came forward to save the children, and he also, why he came forward? Because he knew how to swim. See, the brave little boy has saved the two children from death in the water. The brave little boy. Who is that brave little boy? That is Nandu. They can ask you in the exam that who was the brave little boy? That is Nandu. He saved these two kids from death in the water. See? Similarly, Nandu became a hero. Similarly, this poor Nandu, what happens? He became a hero, and the story of his bravery was printed in the newspaper. See, the story of Nandu, this brave story of the Nandu got published in the newspaper. It got printed in the newspaper, and he was given the National Bravery Award by the government. Again, we can see this is a bravery award which was given to the Nandu by the government. That is why we won't be using the word given, we will be using the word reward. Nandu was rewarded. What was that? Nandu was rewarded by the government for his bravery to save both the kids from the death. ठीक है? As a reward of his bravery. As a reward of his bravery. The government also financed his study. Now Nandu, with the help of his bravery, and a bravery act, Nandu, he was rewarded by the government and also was financed. What do you mean by finance? उसको पैसे मिल गए किस चीज के? पढ़ने के लिए. So that he could go to the school like other children. जिससे कि वो क्या हो सके? Other children की तरह स्कूल जाने लगे. और over here it's written government. Every time, most of the time, children used to make a mistake while writing the spelling of the government. Government होता है. That is why this N is present. Most of the time, children, they forget to write this N while writing this spelling. Similarly, there is one more spelling that children are very much confused. What is that spelling? Continue. Children normally used to write continue like this. C-O-N-T-I, continue. This is the correct spelling of continue. Most of the children, when they write continuous, the children, they forget to use this U over here. These two spellings are very much written incorrectly by the students because while pronouncing these words, these N and this U, they are very much silent. That is why children used to make mistake while writing this word continuous. They write N-O-U-S, but it's actually N-U-O-U-S. Okay. So he could go to the school like the other children. Now, with the help of his bravery act, he was able to get education with the help of the government, as government has provided Nandu with this award, that is bravery award, and he was also financed by the government. And Nandu was still the same very simple smiling boy, as we have studied earlier that Nandu was a very simple smiling and a helpful boy. And see, for due to his kind work, he has helped these two kids save their life, and with this saving he got financed by the government, as well as the government has given him the bravery award, and this news was published in the newspaper as well. He was happy that he could do something for others. He was very happy that he had done a big job for the others, and he was a shining example of courage. And what this Nandu was depicted. Nandu was depicted as a shining example of courage. So from this chapter, what we learned, that we should be helpful for others. We should never say that I am not helping you, I am not doing this you. We should always be kind and helpful to others, because Anytime, anywhere, God is watching us. If we will help others, God will automatically help us. Okay, and we should always be kind and calm and polite to our elders also. This we can easily see this Nandu. He gets he gets the finance from the government, got rewarded by the government for his bravery award, and see how he become a shining example for the society. I hope you all enjoyed this chapter, and one thing you always keep in mind, that you should be helpful to others as well as to your family members, to your colleagues, and anybody who you see in the neighborhood. Thank you. Keep enjoying.